Tonight, summer-like weather fades to winter fast. Dave's tracking the snow many of us are seeing right now.
Plus, tomorrow morning, it's back to work for some Iron Range miners after being laid off for almost half a year.
Plus, stay home. That's what Wisconsin's governor is urging people to do as he issues a warning to the state.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Thanks for joining us tonight on the CBS3 News. We're taking a live look up near Central Entrance in Duluth as the snow comes down across the region. Roads are pretty covered right there at least. Dave is going to have more for us on how your commute could look tonight and tomorrow morning.
Dave, we can see there's some snow on the roads out there. How long is that going to last for us?
You know, it's probably going to keep coming down till about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
That's how long our winter storm warning will stay into effect, at least at this stage of the game. National Weather Service could extend it if conditions warrant. And now it looks like conditions are shifting a little bit more to the west as far as the heavier snows go. So it'll be pushing more over towards Aiken and less into the Upper Peninsula. Here's a live look at downtown Two Harbors right now, and the snow's starting to add up for folks there as well as our low pressure system pushes towards us. The one off to the east is the one yesterday that brought all the rain. It's still bringing rain to Michigan, but the second one that formed behind it is one pushing the snow into our area right now, and we can see that most zones are being covered by that snow. At least it's not a blinding blizzard, but through persistence for the next 6 hours, it indeed could add up to a range of 4 to 8 inches closer to the lake and a stripe through east central Minnesota down towards the Twin Cities, and about 1 to 3 on the fringes to the west and to the east here for our area. But it's going to be a fairly short-lived system. Again, at this stage of the game, the snow may wrap up around 4 o'clock in the morning as high pressure pushes into the area and clears us up for Veterans Day. So after doing some morning snow blowing and shoveling, it could be a beautiful day with a clear to partly cloudy sky. It won't be a very warm day, though. The high will only be around 35 degrees, and that's a bit cooler than normal. If normal returns this week, I'll show you all about it with the 7-day forecast coming up in just a couple more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers held a press conference today announcing new COVID safety guidelines for Wisconsinites.
CBS3's Kendall Jarbo explains what his recommendations mean.
Governor Evers is strongly encouraging people, not requiring them to stay home, as the state has reported another record day in COVID cases, deaths, and hospitalizations. Evers signed an executive order advising Wisconsinites to stay home. If they have to leave their home for an essential task, Evers suggests wearing a mask and staying 6 feet apart. It also encourages businesses to take extra steps to protect employees and community members. This is not a stay-at-home mandate. The state Supreme Court struck down a previous stay-at-home order Evers passed earlier in the pandemic. Evers referenced a study tonight indicating approximately 5,000 Wisconsinites could die from COVID-19 by January 1st if they don't take further action. The governor says the virus can no longer go unchecked.
We must get back to the basics of fighting this virus, just like we did last spring, and it starts at home. It's not safe to go out. It's not safe to have others over. It's just not safe.
Evers announced he'll introduce a COVID-19 response bill in the coming days, but did not release any details. Evers also called on Congress to pass additional legislation as the federal CARES Act funding is set to expire by the end of the year. Evers says with the holidays just around the corner, he recommends people celebrate with just their own household to help stop the spread.
Thanks, Kendall. Well, new tonight at 10, Duluth police are moving to an emergency schedule as nearly 50 people in their department are impacted by the virus right now. Department spokespeople say 17 people are currently positive, 27 are in quarantine, and 4 are getting tested. That's a total of 48. They expect 32 of them to be able to return to work on Monday. Police spokespeople hope the shift will help the department avoid any major operational hits during the pandemic. The new plan includes employees working from home and officers working 5 days on and 10 days off. Investigators will work on 3 rotating shifts and be backup for patrol officers.
Carleton County health officials are worried about how many COVID-19 patients they can handle in the future. According to a Carleton County official, in mid-October, they were averaging about 5 new cases per day. In just the last week, that number is up to 40, almost 8 times what it was a month ago. The Cloquet Hospital and clinics say they're seeing a big need for testing, and they're making sure mobile and drive-up testing sites stay functioning during the winter.
Mobile testing or drive-up testing to make it as easy as possible for folks. So we're going to be relocating that, but on the clinic site to make it better accommodating the winter temps that we're going to be seeing very soon here.
Health officials also urge people to still go to see their physician for any medical problem they're having, saying hospitals and clinics are a safe place to go.
Minnesotans will soon have new COVID restrictions to follow, as Governor Tim Walz says our darkest days are still ahead of us. The governor rolled out new regulations today. They come as the state is regularly setting new record case highs. Walz says Minnesota is in the midst of a significant surge. These measures are meant to slow that and give medical staff time to respond. Now, starting Friday, both indoor and outdoor private gatherings are limited to 10 people from no more than 3 different households. Bars and restaurants cannot serve dine-in customers between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. They're limited to 50% capacity and a maximum of 150 people. Walz says these regulations are targeted based on the current data.
It's certainly not our intention to demonize any industry or any activity. It's simply important for us to understand what we know 8 months into this, what spreads this thing, who gets it and is more likely to spread it, what's happening with asymptomatic spread.
There are also new rules for gatherings like weddings and funerals. Starting November 27th, they'll be limited to 50 people. On December 11th, that drops to 25 people. Walz called it a phased approach, giving people time to plan.
Local bar and restaurant owners are now forced to make tough decisions, hoping to get the most out of their business while following the new restrictions.
CBS 3's Ryan Campo reports on the ways they're working to survive.
The restrictions laid out Tuesday by Minnesota Governor Tim Walz came as no surprise to local bar and restaurant owners.
The restrictions that were put in place today are not necessarily as bad as they could get. We would hate to see indoor dining go away again.
Tony Bronson, president of the Duluth Local Restaurant Association, says the new restrictions are tough. He hopes the long, dark winter for hospitality services doesn't get worse.
We were glad to hear Commissioner Grove talk about making sure that people's livelihoods as well as lives are kind of being looked at, and that's what's important to us as well. We want good public health, but we also want a healthy economy, and we know that they can be tied together.
Meanwhile, with the number of gatherings indoors and outdoors capped once again, Jason Vincent, owner of the Boat Club, says they've lost more than $200,000 on events.
Our banquet business has pretty much been decimated since March, and it doesn't look like it will have a recovery anytime soon, so that's probably the biggest impact.
Vincent says they have next to zero holiday parties in the coming months, which has forced them to get creative to survive.
We've opened up our banquet spaces to dining room space. That's probably been our saving grace, to be honest with you. Because of the loss of capacity in our dining room and our bar, we were able to shift some of those tables into our 2 banquet rooms that are attached to the restaurant.
Both Bronson and Vincent urge people who are not comfortable dining in to order takeout, helping their businesses survive these hard times.
Meanwhile, Amy Westbrook, St. Louis County's public health director, gave an update to what we're seeing in our region. Here's what she had to say.
Since August, we have seen COVID-19 spread across all of our county, with the fastest rate of increase in October, which is continuing. And right now we have unchecked community spread in all parts of our county, urban and rural.
Westbrook added people need to stay vigilant in masking up, social distancing, and take all safety precautions.
Tonight, we're learning new COVID-19 procedures are being put in place at Minnesota's 2 sex offender treatment facilities. This comes after the DHS reported 4 of their clients have tested positive. The DHS says 35 staff at the Moose Lake and St. Peter facilities have also tested positive. Now, starting next week, MSOP will begin testing all staff and clients who are in the facilities during a specific time period will be tested. Tests will continue once a week until the facility marks 2 full weeks without a positive test result. Since the start of the pandemic, MSOP says it's been screening staff for symptoms, along with requiring staff to wear masks and socially distance.
The first wave of union members at Keewatin Taconite will be back on the job tomorrow morning. This comes after almost 6 months of layoffs for the nearly 400 workers. Keetac, a mining operation owned by U.S. Steel, was shut down as the pandemic took a toll on the steel industry. Key Tax Union President Dan Pierce told us his members are ready to get back to work.
It takes a lot of stress off families and members to get back to work and get back to what we do best, and that's mining.
As COVID-19 cases rise on the Iron Range, Pierce says the pandemic is on the union's mind, and they'll be taking recommended precautions and following guidelines. Union reps say they'll be taking things day by day and will address challenges as they arise. Today, Pierce told us all union members should be back on the job by the first week of December.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, Wisconsin election officials are making their way through their third count of the votes. Why they say you can trust the count.
Normal high temp today and this week, around 39 degrees. Tomorrow we could get towards 35. Perfect temperatures for snow, and that's what we're getting tonight. I'll talk about how long the winter storm warning will last for our region and the latest in the snow total estimates right after our break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 10 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3.
Season 2 is
The
here,
Kelly
y'all.
Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on CBS 3.
For the past 10 years, Healthy Systems USA has been helping people lose weight. Are you ready to be next? Lose up to 50 pounds by the holidays. It's healthy and fast. Call us for a free consultation or go online. HealthySystemsUSA.com.
Honey, what are you doing?
Carpet's getting a little long. Tripping hazard.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Run!
Who wants a brat?
Honey, just get in already.
It's okay to be a little overprotective.
Seriously?
After all, it's how we feel about our customers. Western National Insurance.
It's the Veterans Day sale at Fleet Farm. To show our appreciation, all veterans and active military receive an additional 10% off their purchase. This week, save on things like all Field and Forest thermals, 25% off our low fleet price. Sprout and Mixed Bits cat food, 40-pound bags are just $18.99. And select Cooper tires, buy 3, get the 4th free. Plus, veterans and active military save an additional 10% off their purchases. Fleet Farm, we've got you covered.
Benedictine Living Community of Duluth, where health, wellness, and choice come to life. Nestled on the beautiful campus of the St. Scholastica Monastery and the College of St. Scholastica, the Benedictine Living Community provides a full range of living options and care services. This continuum of care is designed to be seamless to help our residents to age in place. Visit us today. Benedictine Living Community of Duluth. Living fully, living well.
Okay, Mr. Medicare figure-outer. One last question. What's the cost?
For many, Part A is free. Cost goes up the more parts you add. But UCare has Medicare Advantage plans that come with everything you need.
Sounds good. And so does your bike. Now.
Yeah, thanks to you, she's purring like a kitten on a bed of yarn.
Well, that's a new one.
Yeah, I just made it up. You can steal it for your bike shop.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
For the past 10 years, Healthy Systems USA has been helping people lose weight. Are you ready to be next? Lose up to 50 pounds by the holidays. It's healthy and fast. Call us for a free consultation or go online. HealthySystemsUSA.com.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, right here.
Weekdays at 3 on CBS 3. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, we're still looking at a winter storm warning for the heart of our region in effect until at least 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe going a little bit longer. I'll check on that in a few minutes, and we'll do a wrap-up at the end of the newscast here. And it's been pushed a little bit farther to the west now, going through Aiken County. So, folks, we're getting snow, and we'll continue to get snow for a few more hours. We'll probably have to shovel snow tomorrow morning, but by tomorrow afternoon, it'll be clear to partly once again. Maybe not for long, but at least for a while. Enough for Veterans Day to be a pretty decent day as far as the weather goes. Well, let's move on. Take a quick look. As always, the current conditions. There's a live look at downtown Duluth here, where the snow is adding up to about 2 inches now here in Canal Park. At the airport, here they're getting about 3 inches now, and the current temp is 24. Relative humidity is 84%. Wind is north-northwesterly, 13 miles per hour, so blowing it around a little bit. Air pressure is at 29.67 inches of mercury, so that continues to go down as our low-pressure system works through the area. And, of course, as it works through the area, it brings snow. Road conditions right now, especially for the heart of our area, up the North Shore and up towards the Iron Ranges, a little bit iffy. Scattered, slippery stretches to watch out for. So if you have to work the 11 to 7 shift someplace, travel cautiously here in the next half hour. All right, current temps, 28 to 33 in the Upper Peninsula and 26 to 30 here for northwestern Wisconsin. The range in Minnesota is in the lower 20s in general, a little bit warmer right by the lake, and for overnight lows could dip into the mid-teens. Inland Minnesota, low 20s for the rest of us, followed by high temps tomorrow, probably in the middle 30s, which is just a little bit cooler than normal, but an improvement over today where a lot of towns had upper 20s, which is about 10 degrees cooler than normal. All right, here we go to the Doppler map, and with our low pressure system pushing into the area, just about every town is getting some steady snow coming down. It's not as heavy and gloopy as it could be for one of these early systems, and so hopefully that's a bit of a blessing when it comes time to shovel tomorrow morning. It's not going to be that rock solid slush. It might be just a little bit fluffier and easier to move. And as far as moving goes, it'll move out of here fairly quickly by tomorrow morning. And so after our hard-working road crews work tonight to keep the roads in shape for us here, well, nature will aid and abet the process as higher pressure settles in from Canada to clear us up and make things sunny, like I've been saying all day long here for our honored veterans on their day, November 11th. Now, we take a look at how much snow could come across. And again, I think most of it's going to be centered around the lake because there's going to be a little lake influence of this low pressure system as well. And that means about 4 to 8 inches. 8 towards the higher elevations, maybe 4 for flatlanders. And then on the fringes of our region to the west and to the east, looking at about 1 to 3. Now, with the 7-day forecast, we're going to see this isn't our only chance for snow this week. Tonight's snow chance, 100%, and that has paid off for most of our places. Indeed, Minnesota low temps overnight, 15 to 25. 100% chance for the precip in Wisconsin and Michigan as well, with lows in the low 20s there. And then for tomorrow, building in rather rapidly, will be the high pressure to bring a clear to partly cloudy sky, with Wisconsin and Michigan high temps running roughly 36 to 38, so bubbling by a degree or two under normal. Into Minnesota, the range of temps will go 33 to 38, and that in turn is bubbling under by about a degree from where we're supposed to be. And so tomorrow should be partly cloudy, but by Thursday already we get another chance for precip coming in. But that's a pretty small system, pretty weak, partly sunny, 30% chance for flurries. Then we clear up again by Friday. A bigger system, slightly more potent, could be with us Saturday and Sunday. Looks to be bringing a cloudier sky, and a 30 to 40% chance for a rain-snow mix, Tony and Kristen, as temperatures warm towards 40.
Ooh.
You know, that'll be the hot spot of this week. Last week we were also close to 80 on a couple of days. Now 40. Half of that's the best we're going to manage.
Drive safe out there tonight. The snow sure did start coming down fast. I feel like 1 second there was plenty of roadway to be seen, and then 2 minutes later.
Yeah, you know, I've been eyeing up that Two Harbors camera all night long, and it looked like, just a few flurries, and all of a sudden you turn your back around 10 o'clock, and the streets are covered.
Yeah. Drive safe. Thanks, Dave.
Wisconsin elections officials say despite misinformation circulating in the state, voters can trust the results of last week's election. Wisconsin's chief election official, Megan Wolf, said the state is still triple-checking the final count. So far, she says they haven't seen any credible information to cast doubt on the results. According to Wolf, the state takes allegations of fraud seriously. She says they haven't found any evidence to support widespread issues. Voters can check the My Vote Wisconsin website to make sure their ballot was counted. Wolf says the state has 45 days to update everyone's information.
Meanwhile, Wisconsin state lawmakers are choosing their leaders for the upcoming session today. The GOP has a majority in both chambers. Assembly Speaker Robin Voss and Minority Leader Gordon Hintz are expected to retain their positions. Senate Minority Leader Janet Bewley, who represents northern Wisconsin, is also expected to return to her post. Senate Republicans chose Devin LeMahieu as Majority Leader last week.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, President-elect Joe Biden is making plans for his administration. Meanwhile, President Trump is seeking legal challenges.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
When facing a major healthcare decision, it's wise to seek a second opinion from a team of established experts. Financial decisions deserve the same level of care and expertise. At MPPL Financial, we develop your plan by assembling a personalized team that includes experts in multiple disciplines. So the result is a coordinated care plan that covers all areas of your financial life. Your outcome depends on the quality of care you receive. Call today to set up your free second opinion consultation or visit MPPLfinancial.com.
Ready, set, internet. Extreme has the speed and price to get you online fast. Stop waiting and get going for as low as $19.99 a month for a year with speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig. Powerful in-home Wi-Fi and 99.99% network reliability. Extreme has what you need to stay ahead and stay on track. Hurry and get Extreme Internet for as low as $19.99 a month for 1 year. Dial 844-EXTREME2.
Support our local Duluth restaurants and treat yourself. Get a $5 bonus gift card with every $25 gift card purchased. November 8th through the 15th. See our expanded list of wonderful local restaurants at downtownduluth.com.
Frost River, makers of packs, bags, and accessories, combines genuine American-made quality with heritage materials. Handcrafted in our newly renovated Duluth retail workshop, Frost River packs, luggage, and shoulder bags are built to withstand the wilderness, yet be ideal for everyday urban adventures. Quality Minnesotan craftsmanship and designs built to last more than a lifetime. Conveniently located in the Lincoln Park Crafts District. Visit our retail store this holiday season for a complete offering of made-in-the-USA goods in person or anytime online.
At Miners National Bank of Eveleth, we know it takes knowledge, dedication, and teamwork to be the home loan experts. With over 115 years and 4 family generations, we have proven we have the experience to be the best in the business. For your first or next home loan, call the experts you can trust at Miners National Bank. Their teamwork is unmatched, and they will bump out any rough spots along the way. Make your house a home with Miners National Bank.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt this morning.
And the below average trend
Thanks so much for joining us. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS3.
Fond du Luth Casino is hiring. Apply today.
You work hard for your money and deserve to see it go the extra mile. Join us Wednesday mornings and hear from local experts on tips to better manage your finances in Eye on Money on live local CBS3. Brought to you by MPPL Financial.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, right here.
Weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
As President-elect Joe Biden makes plans for his administration, President Trump is pushing ahead with legal challenges to the election results.
And President Trump has yet to accept defeat as his legal team pursues claims of voter fraud. Vice President Mike Pence met with Republican senators on Capitol Hill Tuesday. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says there's time to investigate the president's allegations before the election is certified. Meanwhile, President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris turned their attention Tuesday to the latest challenges to the Affordable Care Act, now before the Supreme Court. Justices heard oral arguments on the constitutionality of the landmark health care law. A majority of the justices gave hints to suggest the ACA should not be struck down in its entirety.
Coming up in sports, the NHL is preparing to have a season, but it may look a bit different because of the pandemic. Kelly's in next.
Eye on Mining is brought to you by Iron Mining Association, Range Regional Airport, and Miners National Bank of Eveleth.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry. Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get a great deal on Tacoma, RAV4, Camry, and more.
I'll take it.
I'll get this wrapped up for you. I wish I hadn't just unwrapped it.
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can lease an adventurous new 2021 Toyota RAV4 for $219 a month. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Toyotathon is on. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Warm up at Perkins with our new pot roast specials featuring our mouth-watering pot roast stroganoff, sizzling fajita breakfast quesadilla, savory pot roast melt, and more. Home-style pot roast favorites available now for a limited time at a Perkins near you and always served safely, whether you dine in, order online, or get it to go. Nothing sweetens the season like a fresh baked pie from Perkins Holiday Bake Shop. Reserve yours today. Order now at PerkinsToGo.com.
What do you get when you add care from Essentia Health and coverage from UCare? Essentia Care, now available for a more affordable price. Essentia Care's Medicare Advantage plans have premiums that start at $0 per month in select counties. You'll be able to see your Essentia Health provider at our 15 hospitals and 71 clinics. Plus, Essentia Care plans allow you the freedom to see any provider who accepts Medicare. Compare and shop plans at ucare.org/EssentiaCare.
Remodel your bathroom with help from Menards. Choose from hundreds of tubs, showers, or shower doors from Max. Max bathroom products are durably built to last and are all 11% off. Complete the room with tile from Mohawk. Check out our wide selection of ceramic, porcelain, glass, and mosaic tiles. No matter the style, we have the right tile for any look. All Mohawk tile is 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When you needed results, we gave them to you. When you wanted accurate information in real time, we had it. Everything from the presidential election right down to your neighborhood. CBS3 was there. Live, local, CBS3, your station for campaign 2020.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry. Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
An announcement that we thought could be coming at any given moment finally came today and was not the one we were hoping for. Duluth Public Schools will be officially shutting down their in-person activities and athletics. The district announced that they have seen a recent rise in student and staff testing positive for COVID-19, along with a projected rise in case rates in Duluth and St. Louis County. The pause of athletics will run from Wednesday, November 18th until at least Sunday, December 13th. If numbers don't improve, they're prepared to keep the suspension in place through January 8th. Fall sports will still be able to compete over the course of the next week. The Duluth-Denfeld football team is already sidelined by a COVID-19 situation, so their season is over. The Greyhounds football team season will end tomorrow afternoon with a home game against Cloquet. This will also impact the beginning of the winter sports season, including hockey and basketball. Although girls basketball games don't start until December 17th, the Duluth East boys hockey team has 2 scheduled games before December 13th. Denfeld has 3. No word yet on if they plan to cancel or postpone those games. And the Mesabi Tribune also reported today that Evelyn Gilbert has officially canceled their football season. The Golden Bears were scheduled to play their last game of the regular season against Virginia this Thursday. According to the report, Evelyn Gilbert canceled this after a second positive test for COVID-19 on their team, and they will finish the season at 0-4. While the NBA plans to return to action in December, the NHL is still looking at ways to begin their 2020-21 regular season. And according to NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman, a lot of options are on the table. Although he is opposed to a bubble for the entire season, he is not ruling out a reduced schedule or short-term hubs as return-to-play options. Bettman did say they are looking at playing games at teams' home arenas, and fan attendance would be dictated by the safety and health protocols in that particular market. Another hurdle is travel restrictions between the U.S. and Canada that are brought in by the pandemic. The commissioner has said previously they are targeting a January 1st start date, but how the season starts won't necessarily be how the season ends. So we will stay tuned. Well, meanwhile, down at Amsoil Arena, there is a new energy in the rink. The UMD men's hockey team, they now have a date and a list of opponents that they can look forward to in this unprecedented world of sports. UMD starts play down in the NCHC pod on December 2nd, where they will spend the next 3 weeks facing conference opponents back to back to back to back. The guys said it themselves. The schedule will certainly be a grind, but the idea of having games on the schedule brings a whole new meaning to their practices.
When we know when we're going to start, everybody it starts to get a little bit more real, because obviously we've been practicing for a while now, and having no real kind of goal in mind, it's kind of hard to motivate yourself. But now that we know who we're playing, when we're leaving, you start to get itching for it, because we've been waiting for so long. So now that it's real, you get a new kind of energy in the rink, which is nice.
We got to do as much as we can right now to be ready to go as soon as December 1st hits. And it's a little different competing against guys in practice, and we've all been kind of getting after it lately. I think we're getting a little cooped up in practice, and I get the feel of some different guys, so it'll be good to go against our competition once December rolls around.
And NCHC, the pod debuts on December 2nd. That's when the Bulldogs will take the ice for the first time against Denver. UMD plays the 3 other teams in their division, consisting of Denver, Miami, St. Cloud, and Western Michigan. Every team will play cross-divisional foes for a total of 2 times, for a total of 8 games, with 2 additional games against a divisional opponent. And it was announced today that NCHC TV is the official broadcast partner of the NCHC bubble. We'll let you know on broadcasting on My 9 going forward when we know. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
November is Black Stainless Month at Johnson Mertz, and the best time to save big on brands you love, including Whirlpool. Whether you're replacing one appliance or your entire kitchen suite, consider Whirlpool's Black Stainless as a softer, warmer alternative to traditional stainless steel. Plus, its fingerprint-resistant finish makes cleanup a breeze. So hurry in during Black Stainless Month and upgrade your kitchen with Whirlpool appliances. Johnson Mertz, it's a trusted name.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $400 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give rewards points. Go to CSLplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Even if you've never gotten a flu shot, 2020 is the year to do so. Memorial Medical Center, your local health departments, and area tribes are encouraging you to get a seasonal flu shot to protect yourself and others. A seasonal flu shot is the best defense against flu, especially when COVID-19 is still a risk.
Because adventure still needs chasing, we gave the newly redesigned 2021 Subaru Crosstrek a more powerful engine. Plus, standard symmetrical all-wheel drive. And Subaru is the most trusted brand for 6 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book. Love, it's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Lease a new 2021 Subaru Crosstrek for only $199 a month. Visit Miller Hill Subaru today at 4710 Miller Trunk Highway, online at millerhill.com.
Moving to mornings, obviously, with Jenna, I had worked weekends with her, and it was great. We're always there to be able to still joke around, still have that personality, but still obviously bring the news, the weather.
Caitlin has been there since day one when I first started at CBS3, and she's super knowledgeable about meteorology. She loves it, and she's so interested in teaching other people things about it as well. And I just think we're such a good pair for that reason.
Watch Jenna and Caitlin in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS3.
Well, Dave, that snow is really coming down now.
Yeah, and it could continue to come down till about 6 o'clock in the morning north of Duluth. I checked on the extensions of the winter storm warning, and yeah, north of Duluth it's going to go now till 6 o'clock in the morning. From Duluth to the south still should end at 4 o'clock in the morning, and that makes sense because this system is working up from the south and heading to the northeast. And then coming in tomorrow from the northwest will be a high-pressure cell to make us forget about all of this after we get done, of course, doing the shoveling. So let's eye up our extended forecast. Snow tonight should be gone for most towns by 6 o'clock in the morning, and then sunshine takes over, especially by the afternoon. Another round of flurries could be with us on Thursday, then a break on Friday. Come Saturday and Sunday, keep an eye on things as a 30 to 40% chance for a rain-snow mix could slip up the roadways.
All right, take it slow out there. Thanks for joining us.
Have a great night.